So you are all welcome once again to my channel. You are welcome to Catfish Solution Academy. In here we give you in-depth information about catfish farming. My name once again is Bitola Isabiodun. Today we are going more in-depth about our lecture. Into our lecture, we are talking about the topic is feed formulation, and the keywords is feed ingredient. We are going into feed ingredients now, the nutritional ingredient for feed. So that's what we are going into now. So we are entering that now, and this is important for your formulation. So this is the high time for you to subscribe to this channel. If you need anybody that want to go into fish farming, tell them, refer this channel to them, let them subscribe and start watching from our episode 1, where we have our introduction and the likes. There are a lot of information that have gone down the drain, so you need to watch it. So let's continue because of our time, because we are going more in depth into the viable information. From our episode 11, we talked about the source of nutrients we need in our feed concentrate. So we talked about the protein, and I said there are major protein source. We have the animal and we have the plant. So I made mention about animal. I made mention of some ingredient that gives us the animal protein. So we'll be going into the plant. Those ingredients that are giving us the grains, the plant protein, those are the grains we have. And you can compile your formulation through the grains, the plant and the animal to get a very good protein concentrate for your feed. So the plant protein is what we have. We have what we call the soya beans. We have what we call the soya oil, soya meal. We have what we call the full fat soya. We have what we call the soya cake. We have what we call the groundnut cake. We have what we call the cotton seed. We have what we call this the tuber crop leaves. We have what we call the cassava leaves. We have what we call the tomato leaves. We have what we call the duckweed. We have what we call the hage. We have what we call the azolla leaf. We have what we call the sesame seed, and so on and so forth. They are numerous. Is uncountable. So as we go more into the formulation, I'll be giving you more of this. So those are the materials for our plant protein that you can source for the plant protein. So let us go into the second nutritional material, which we call the energy and the carbohydrate. Sorry, which we call the energy and carbohydrate. But before we go into that, let's just go on a short break. So you are welcome. So we are still talking about the energy and the carbohydrate. The ingredient are also called the starch, the starchy ingredient. So those are the provision that produces energy for your catfish. For example, the cassava flour, the cassava root, the cocoa gari. That means the gari balls, the cocoa gari. We have what we call the corn. Yes, corn, most especially white corn. We have what we call the tomato leaf, the berry waste, the wheat flour, the rice bran, the molasses. So those are some of the energy. We have a lot of them too available materials, which we'll be talking more, but those are just an example of the material we can have for our energy and carbohydrate. And let us go into fat and oil. Those are the provision for vital fatty acid. Also enhance energy delivery in our fish. Example are the palm kernel, that means the PKC, the groundnut oil, the cotton seed oil, the vegetable oil, the soya oil. I think I made mention of that once, yes. And let us just go to, because of our time, let us go into the vitamins. The vitamins are minerals provides for fish growth and health, and how their body process are controlled. The formulation of fish, e.g. the organic and inorganic chemical. We have the premix, we have the bone meal, we have what we call the calcium phosphate, which we all know as the DCP. We have what we call the lysine, we have what we call the methyline, we have what we call the vitamin C, the vitamin D, the vitamin E, the vitamin A. But presently things get easier. We have what we call the premix. From the premix you can have all the vitamins compiled together. So we have in the premixes we have all the vitamin E, A, E, B, B2, B3, B5 and co is being compiled together. So getting a premix, they are depending. Some premix do not have what we call enough vitamin C, and why they do that is that they just put a limited vitamin C into their premix because of the some level of material you are compiling. But if you are using more of protein, you will need more vitamin C in order to balance, because fish stays in water and they need vitamin C to do well. So if you are using more blood meal and co, you need to buy the premix that have higher vitamin C. I think they are more expensive than the other one, and or you buy what we call the decocted vitamin C or the other vitamin C to mix with your feed. The coated one mix with your feed and you have more balancing nutritional concentrate. So I told you I'll be talking about more of this to you just as we go more deeper sorry, into this channel. Some example of live feed. Those are another alternative for your feed, to formulate your feed. We have what we call the live feed, the live food for them to eat. So some of them, there are certain point our fish do feed on live feed. So that's why they say sometimes you put your fish in a netting pond, you don't need to feed them the way you are feeding them on the surface pond. To me, it's wrong because they are seeing some of things to eat. To me, it should just be a supplement. Yeah, you can just put a supplement and add or add up to balance your to balance the nutritional value of your feed that you are giving them. This helps you to cushion their growth. So some example of live feed is what we call the maggot, the tilapia flies, the brain shrimps flies, the davians, the zooplankton, the termites, the all type of ants, the farm livestock babies. We have what we call the there are a lot of it, so I'll be mentioning this to you too as we go on, not just to waste our time. Note that most live feed are used for smaller fishes like fingerlings and juvenile, but for bigger fishes, live fish are used as supplement, refeed, or used to mix feed ingredient to compound an ingredient. In feed formulation, there are many ingredients that forms a concentration. However, the most important one is fish meal, and it's constant. Blood meal is fine, but it cannot be used to replace fish meal. But they are both included in feed formulation at proportion. The problem with blood meal is that it can easily infect your fish with diseases. Most blood meal is processed unhygienically So so if you sometimes you go out there and see, maybe go to the abattoir and see the way they process some blood meal, you will not want to use it. So that's what just that means. You don't want to use it. Catfish are easily prone to diseases. It is also very difficult to control diseases when you have some certain outbreak. It becomes some toxic outbreak. It becomes very difficult to control them. Though we still have two classes of blood meal. The imported one, which are very grind processed, smooth and well powdered. Another problem in using blood meal is that it pollutes water faster. You must be professional farmer handling it. Another good source of animal protein is bone meal. It is one of the material needed for feed formulation. The problem we have with it most time is that they are not well processed and treated locally. Fish find it difficult to digest on time, which leads to mortality or reduce their eating habit. I prefer alternating blood meal with the calcium phosphorus. When we are talking about the calcium, for the calcium of your feed, regardlessly. Catfish are carnivorous and omnivorous animals. They feed on plant and animal, most especially themselves. Therefore, it is important to know the nutritional value of catfish feed to obtain proper growth. All that nutrient contained in catfish feed stages the CP increased and decreases they are as they get bigger. Crude protein to build the fish tissues for growth, while carbohydrate are to give your fishes the desired weight that they require. Catfish farming, that means catfish farming, the feeding and the protein is the most important fact. That means if you want to be successful in catfish farming, the feeding is important and the crude protein is more important. So you must factor in those two factors together. They are important factors on how to reduce the cost of our feed meal, which is the major ingredient used as a source for protein in fish feed. When your cost of production is low, then your cost of sales that equals to profit equate as the CP. That means the cost of production. If your cost of production is lower than your cost of sales, that is when you can have profit in fish farming. But if your cost of production is higher than your sales, that means you're having a total loss. So before I continue, let us just go on a short break too as well. So you are welcome once again to this channel. You are welcome. Make sure that you subscribe. For those of you that have not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you do that now. And for those of you who have not watched this channel, this video, we are on episode 12. And for if you have not watched from episode 1, please go back to the catfish, the icon on this channel. That means the Catfish Academy icon. Press on the icon. This will take you to our major page. So when you get to our major page, you will see where there's video. Click on the video. Once you click on the video, this will give you all the video we have so far on this channel. And I think we have well over 600 going to 700 videos on this channel presently. And we have our episode 1, episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on this channel, already on the channel. And for those of you who are watching on our Facebook page, make sure that you go to Catfish Solution Academy on Facebook. You go to Catfish Solution Place on Facebook. You go to Green Catfish Solution Place on Facebook. So those 3 pages on Facebook, you will be watching our various videos there. So I think we have 3 pages on Facebook. So go to the 3 Facebook, and we have 5 groups on Facebook. So in our groups too, make sure that you join the groups on Facebook, and you can watch there too as well. And if you are on our Twitter page, that means Catfish Solution Place on Twitter, make sure that you watch on Twitter. You also watch some clips on Twitter too as well. And if you are on LinkedIn, Catfish Solution Place 2 is on LinkedIn. Make sure that you watch, and you can get some clips on LinkedIn, and well over all our social media available. On our Instagram, we have Catfish Solution Place on Instagram. There you can watch, again, you can watch all videos. We have a lot of videos there. And we have on TikTok. Yeah, we have on TikTok too. You can watch the clips on TikTok too as well. So this is just an avenue to give you informations, more in-depth informations about fish farming, which I know will be encouraging and suitable for most of us. So from this end, I'll be ending up our episode 12. So we'll be continuing with the episode 11, episode 13 next episode. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you like. Make sure that you follow us on this channel too as well. Make sure that you comment, give your comment. Always give your comment. If you're having any challenges, come up with your challenges. And I told you earlier, if you have an advert, make sure that you contact me. We help you put up an advert here. We have a free advert for 10 of our clients, and we put up the advert for you here. And for those of you who needed machines, we have what we call the product from our locally made product for feed machineries for feed producers, and we have the international one that we are a partner with, whether it's the Lima manufacturing feed machineries that produces a series of machines for farmers. So Lima is highly recommended, which I've put on the advert here. That means we are buying internationally. Locally, we produces here locally, we produces the smoking kiln. For those of you who need the smoking kiln, we produce local extruder, local sinking pellets too as well. For those of you who need the local sinking pellet. And note, we have series of books on catfish farming. We have virtually about 11 books on catfish farming and video on catfish hatchery and price management. For those of you who want to go into hatchery and you are having problems, maybe you have gone to a lot of seminars and they are not comprehensive enough. You truth have to be told. If you want to go for fish hatchery and you want your seminar to be highly comprehensive, to talk about all aspects of hatchery, you need to go to that seminar for about 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. But if you can't do that, we make sure we at Catfish Solution make sure that that is a subsidiary of AG Wales. So Catfish Solution is a subsidiary of AG Wales Nigeria, yeah, where we produce our agro business. It's a registered company in Nigeria that will produce our agro business. So if you don't have all those books available to read, if you're having challenges on hatchery, we have a book on catfish hatchery and price management. This book takes you through the integrity about hatchery. It takes you to the hatchery to juvenile stage. So you can just get it. It's very cheap and you need to understand it. And inside that book, we have well over 100 and something descriptive pictures inside the books that can be telling you what to do and what to do. So we make sure that it is well analyzed, and we make sure that the English is not that taxi English that you'll be thinking. Any layman can read it. Anybody that does, any literate, if you're an illiterate, you can read it to understand. So if you're an educative person, you can read it and you can put more of your English to understand. Yeah, because I know Nigeria, we love so much English. But me, I don't know how to speak much English. And if you want to a physical scene of your history, we have what we call the CD. It's an e-video too that will be sent to your email. It's about 4 hours 30 minutes video on history, and it has about 5 locations, about 4 locations of history. That means different locations of history to let you know, to teach you very well. So you can order for the e-videos too as well. It is a good educative. It's about 4 hours plus video on Catfish history. So I'll be talking more about this. So thank you once again. My name is still Odutola Isa Abiodun. Thank you and God bless you all.